everybody. Welcome to the Detroit Cast. Mike and Jay. Hello, Biggie. Hello, Jay.
Hi, guys.
How are you, my friend?
Quite well, thank you.
Busy always around here. I take you, got a peek into the new studio as it's moving along.
Yeah.
Some of the banners in there.
It's beauty.
Yeah. So it's getting close. I assume, my guess is by the next time you hear us, the next show, it's a possibility or soon thereafter
It's
we'll be
a
in
possibility.
Yeah, well, it depends on what arrives. If the shit that the last few items we're waiting on arrive tomorrow or Saturday. If they do, we'll be in there Sunday. But if not, we'll have to wait till Monday or Tuesday. But anyway, that's the last of it. So
If not, well, I'll just keep sitting with my back against this wizard curtain.
yeah,
here.
it feels weird, doesn't it?
It definitely does.
Yeah, it kind of freaks me out. I got to be honest with you.
It freaks you guys out way more.
No, it's just different. I'm used to looking and just seeing into that other room.
I know, but still, just it shocks me how much.
Feels
to me, it's just kind of
womb-like.
there. It just is.
It's like a womb in here now.
Yeah, it is. It just feels like it. I don't know. What
I think it looks
feels
better on the camera, to be honest with you.
like. Does it?
Yeah, because it cuts out that light.
Do I pop off?
Yeah,
that black?
exactly.
Yeah.
Now
Look
you're
at
Jay.
me
Now you're
popping.
like, look at that. See, you can just
does.
see Jay
Yeah.
right there. No distractions in the background.
It's full on me.
Anyway, well, we're gonna once we do open it up, we're gonna have more members coming in here.
Yes, sir.
And I'm excited for that. They've been really good. We've kind of trained them. It's like it took a few broken eggs and assholes to come in and get shit faced and
We've had a
fall
good
over
run
in
though
chairs.
recently.
Yeah,
Some really respectful, nice people.
think we
Not
scared-
that
I think we
everybody
scared
hasn't
them.
been nice and respectful. but-
I think we scared them.
Yeah.
I think they come in now and they're like, I'm not saying a word. I'm not even gonna laugh. They're like, I almost started laughing. I ran out of the room. It's like, you can laugh, just don't just.
I think a couple were overserved there. If we're being
By
honest.
themselves.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They were self-served, overserved.
Kept reaching into that box.
Yep.
Well, hey, speaking of that, yeah, I wanted to announce a winner of our Twin Peaks Member Sunday coming up, and we'll work this out with you. But give me an email, Leslie Harrington. Throw an email to jay@detroitcast.com. We'll figure out timing and so forth.
Leslie Harrington.
Leslie Harrington.
Nice.
Thank
So
you for
she's,
your support.
The next winner, we'll draw another winner next week.
Yes,
as
sir.
well, and start doing that. It'll be cool. It's going to be an exciting time around here. I'm really looking forward to it. Did you see Jussie Smollett go to court this morning?
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah, looking like a boss, just owning things. What an ass! There are people there cheering for him, dude. Justice for Jussie.
Okay.
Chance?
Yeah.
Are
Yes,
you
definitely.
shitting me?
Justice. That's all we want.
I was hoping he had video there.
I
but
did.
yeah.
There was it got reset, and I had an ad play in front, of course. But
Oh, okay. Well, let me know when it's ready. I just want to show Jake like the air of confidence he's walking in with. This dude is dead to rights, right?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm like, it's not, like I like giving people the the benefit of the doubt. I keep preaching that. Like, I don't want to quickly judge, but boy, oh boy, it's really hard to reserve judgment on some of the things we've heard from this guy. So he pled not guilty today. They didn't know how he was going to plead. There was no tip off, but to 16 felony counts of disorderly conduct, lying to police about being attacked, and he will stand trial. He'll return to court in April, and he'll be allowed to go from New York to L.A. to meet with his lawyers in the meantime.
He'll plead some non-jail time type thing and be done with it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because I think he's facing a maximum of like 45, 46 years.
Yeah, but
which
a lot of those
obviously
are
is-
really duplicative. You know?
Duplicative.
16 counts on that,
Yeah.
right? They picked it apart and
Throw the fucking
brought-
book.
I understand.
You know what I mean? Like, I really
I'm not
do.
discounting what he did. You know, I mean, I think the waste of resources in a city like Chicago
Oh,
does not need to be poo-pooed.
yeah, that's true.
But, you know,
And it's more.
it's not the
of-
resources, right, to you, Mike. It's the notion of what he did and the fact that people are, still just like, well, it
No,
still
it's-
could be happening anyway. We should still look at this as if it's serious. It's like,
It's just more. I don't know. I think it just does so much damage to the country. I really believe that. Some people don't believe that. They think I blow it out of proportion. I really firmly believe that damage is being done every time one of these things happens that just divides a country that's, you don't even think, or me, is quite as divided as we think. But it's just bad. And the more this behavior is rewarded, like, this guy could land a bigger fucking movie deal after this. I didn't even know his name before this. He's on a TV show. He's making 20 grand an episode or whatever it is. Good for him. Not good enough.
I think he should just go in the background.
I think he should be ashamed of himself. I think he should go into the background.
So, yeah, he was accompanied by some, but not all of his family members. Is that newsworthy?
Yeah.
I mean, what are we counting as family members?
right, that's
Who has ever been accompanied by all of their
all of
family
their
members?
family. I mean,
to anything.
He's an unmarried dude. Like, what do we expect? His mom and dad, maybe, right?
His
How old
boyfriend.
is he? 30? Something?
he's 36, I
yeah.
think.
So what do you
Cousins,
expect?
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, first,
Second cousins.
Does that count? He was accompanied by his family, but not all of his family. Is that supposed to make us be like, ooh, some of them
Division.
aren't on board?
Division in the Smollett family.
He strode in quickly, and people were like,
He strode.
yeah, he
Love it.
strode. Do you have the video there, E?
I want to see him strode. He does look good, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. Why that sounds like shit, but
Yeah, it's so fucked up, man. What a sign of the times, this whole ordeal.
look at that
this.
dude. Yep.
People chanting in his support. He does look defiant.
Yeah, doesn't he?
Yes.
That makes me more
wait,
mad at him. That
I
makes
know.
me want him to throw the book at him even more.
Yep.
That's ridiculous, dude.
I'm
You
waiting for him
lied.
to throw up the black power fist. You know what I mean?
Like
Yeah.
you
Does that
lied,
look
dude.
like-
You fucking lied.
I mean, that's how a gang member should walk in. You know, I'd be in charge with murder and shit. Whatever, can't rattle
this-
me.
Slick motherfucker next to him, man. That dude's pretty sweet.
Yeah, bodyguard of some sort.
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, he thinks he's the shit. Sunglasses on, and people started. You know, like I said, we're all chanting justice for Jussie. What are you talking about?
Fuck him, man. I'm watching this. I
know.
repeated it just myself to watch this and be like, fuck you, man.
This story, man.
Isn't it just hilarious? That's kind of why I want 44 years.
Yeah.
I want him to go to
Go-
actual
go
jail.
away.
I don't think he will.
I know.
You don't think he'll go to any
That's
jail?
that's my opinion. I could be wrong.
I agree,
I-
but I want him to go to like 60 at least. Like I just think he should spend some actual time in jail for it. He
dude,
won't, but
I do too. If he lied about this, if that's what in fact happened, I absolutely think he should be sitting in jail. I just don't
Yeah.
think that's realistic.
I know. I know.
They are really excited to have this open court to the public. They want to be transparent as can be, unlike Jussie before when he wouldn't hand over his phones and, you know, there's all kind of things like that. But yeah, someone did yell out, "You fucked up, lock him up," when he came out of there. So, I thought
But
that was
isn't this the play though? Because even you started this story with, shit, he's guilty, isn't he? Right? Because it sort of like puts a little bit of wedge in there in your mind, like, wow, he does look fucking defiant.
Yeah, but the
Isn't that the
brothers
play?
turning, I guess he's going to go down and just be like, didn't happen. Another black man, homosexual, cannot get a break in this country.
I'm just saying his action of striding into the court.
He strode.
Yeah, he strode, definitely, as discussed. But I'm telling you, what he did was the right play because it even, in a mind like yours, you have question now.
I think he's
you
just
actually-
all chips in. He knows this is his thing, so he's got to strode in.
It's the only move.
Yeah, but, I mean, yeah, I'd feel better, though, if he was just kind of like, oh, man, I screwed up. Just wasn't thinking that through. I don't know how he's supposed to come in, but it looked militant and having everybody with the same sunglasses, straight-faced, you know, walking by, not saying a word to the cameras, you know, like you've been
Very
wronged.
defiant, yes.
You know, and they're going, fuck you, dude. The accusation is that you wrote a fucking bomb threat letter to yourself on set. They didn't get enough play off that. So-
shaky handwriting and everything. Disguise the handwriting. It was
but
awesome.
I think that was the one where they cut out letters in the magazines and shit.
Oh, okay. I saw an envelope with shaky handwriting.
Oh,
on it,
that
right?
probably was too. Yeah. And then you know, you hire these guys 2 a.m. I was just going to get a salad. Who goes to Subway to get a salad at 2 a.m. By the way, I didn't even know Subway was open at 2
I didn't
a.m.
even know they did salads.
I didn't either. Apparently, Jussie knew that. Dude, all the evidence is overwhelming. And so yeah,
I have a question about Subway real fast.
Yeah.
I got some Subway yesterday, and do you think I should have been mad about this or not?
I didn't get a napkin.
Napkin.
did
No,
you?
no, no.
Yeah.
The guy, I make my order. The guy says, I'm the only one there at this point. He goes, what do you want? Footlong on wheat. He says, do you want it toasted? He starts to get it ready. Then this lady comes in after me. I don't know if he knows or not, but she goes, oh, I'm just getting the soup. He completely stops my sandwich making, makes her soup, checks her out, and
got
then
fucked, dude.
starts to make my sandwich.
No, that's a legit beef.
I was trying
That's
to wonder at the
bullshit.
time, should I just be a nice human and kind of go, you know what, she's just getting a soup, you know, that's not that fast, or should I have been mad
It is
about it?
presumptuous of him.
Was she hot at all?
No, she was a larger African American lady.
Well, I don't care
the
what color
matter?
she is. That
I know,
doesn't
but
matter.
I'm white He
thought
was,
you
he was
liked
African American. Maybe there was
Oh,
no.
it's a racial.
I mean,
So do you think there's
that's why I was wondering if I had
was a
said
hate crime committed against you, Jesus? Is that the claim?
I think there was I just wonder was there
Did any part of you want to go, yo, bro? You were in,
yes,
you
I
were in mid-make here. What are we doing?
I kind of did, and I'm just wondering, was there an abuse of white guilt going on? Like, was he like, this guy ain't gonna say shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was daring you a little bit.
I just don't know. I'm serious. Like, do you think or should I have been a normal, but like, hey, you know what? Soup's easy. Boom.
Here's what I would have forgiven. Did you get it toasted?
Yeah, but he didn't. Yeah, why didn't he put it in the toaster before the
Had
soup?
he put it in the toaster, the 20 seconds it
that.
was waiting, he could have
Multitask.
souped
It's
her
a
out.
simple
But he didn't.
Yeah.
My sandwich is sitting there. I see it sitting there with the cheese on it.
Wow.
And now he's pouring her soup, and I'm like, I was here before.
Boy, that's kind of ballsy of her to walk in and just go, I'm here for the soup. Like, okay, good.
Yeah.
Wait till he asks
I don't
you
know
what you
and
want.
There was a guy in the back. Like, he couldn't have been like, I'll pour it, but hey, yo, John, could you ring her up? I'm making a sandwich. She went
Yeah.
through her whole process.
You got fucked, dude. I don't know what to tell you. You did. It's a dick move.
I just didn't know. I really didn't know at the time if I should have. I wouldn't have said anything, but
Yeah.
okay.
So anyway, back to Jussie Smollett. His attorney Tina Glandian, it's one of his attorneys. So they're welcoming this case being open to the public.
Sure.
And we believe there's a lack of evidence against Mr. Smollett. We look forward to complete transparency, and the truth coming
Yes, the truth.
out. Careful what you wish for, Tina. Seriously,
This will be settled, man.
You think it ever even goes to court? You think
No,
he
I don't
stands
think
up?
it goes to trial.
Really?
Yeah, he's gonna plead to something.
But wouldn't you? If
And
you're,
he'll sell it just as I just wanted to get rid of
And I
it. You know.
continue from day one. I predicted that he would blame society, the Trump aspect of it all. I know I went a little too far, but this stuff's happening to other people, and Trump.
Trump did it.
And everybody
Maybe.
like, yes, Trump.
Why don't you see it? What he's doing?
Yeah.
He's Satan. Could the prosecutor go, fuck that, man? This is gonna get major coverage. This can send a huge message to people all over the fucking country that this will not be tolerated.
Of course, they could go forward with it.
So he wants to plead out, and the prosecutor goes, "You're facing 48 years, man. I'll give you 44 years. That's my best offer. Take it or leave it.
44 years.
And take it or leave it." And then he's like, now he's forcing him to go to fucking court.
Yeah.
Go ahead, beat us in court, asshole. You know what we've got. You know what you did.
No, the pushing
you know
the pull.
brothers.
The defense has to come forward with some sort of leverage. That's what they're doing. They're building leverage. They're showing confidence. We're going to fight this thing. And so the prosecutor's going to go, fuck. Is this like nailed down? You know?
He was wearing sunglasses, man. I'm willing to pay for that.
There's weaknesses in every case. So there's got to be a
Not this
couple
one.
things that the prosecutor's looking at, going, all right, how do I assess this? Is this locked down enough to go forward? This will be embarrassing if I can't get the conviction here.
Yes, and if there's a hung jury, what does that mean? He's worried about
more resources, right?
Yeah, you go
involved
inner
in-
city Chicago on the jury, and all of a sudden it's like the OJ thing all over again.
Yeah, so here we are with an 8-week trial. It
Yeah.
gets hung. You've spent how much money on this? At some
Yeah,
point, the
millions
prosecutor
and
does
millions.
have to look at it like,
Honestly,
dollars.
I think that's an absolute possibility, and I'm willing to live with that chance. I am. I think it's that important of a case to have. What the fuck is a burgeoning superstar, actor, famous person pulling shit like this? That is unbelievable. And so, because of that, in a major city where you've already got racial tensions, I think you go through with that fucking trial and you put all the cards on the table for the better of the country to go, yeah, you know what? You do shit like this, you might just get caught, even with all the resources in the world, even when you're able to call Michelle Obama and get access to fucking their attorneys and shit like he's doing, or that was before he was charged. You hear about that? I don't know if you remember her. That I think she's
I
like
never heard anything
Asian
about
chick. Yeah. Let's see. Her name's Chen or something. They said no. Smollett appearance. It comes at the same time as the revelation. The family contacted former Michelle Obama aide Tina Chen to get in touch with State's Attorney Kimberly Fox the day after the attack to tell her they had concerns about how the police were handling things. They were worried about the leaked information, about how much was being leaked. Chen persuaded her to try to pawn the case off onto the FBI. Fox says, I'm trying. I've spoken to this police superintendent, Eddie Johnston, to try to convince him to let the FBI take the lead on this. She also exchanged text messages with one of Smollett's relatives who replied, oh my God, this would be such a huge victory. if we can get this to the FBI. I don't know why. You know, and the problem was the FBI looked at it, you know, they were looking at it at the same time as the Chicago police, and they're like, because I guess if it's a hate crime, then it becomes federal. Is that why? Yeah. And they're like, yeah, we don't see anything here that has any fucking.
But I wore a noose around my neck for 40 minutes after the alleged attack. That doesn't do it.
But it looks more like you wore a noose around your neck. That one wasn't placed there.
They found the bunch of rope from which the noose was cut in the brother's custody. Is that right?
Yeah, and maybe video of them at a local hardware store buying it and everything else. Yeah, dude, it's ridiculous. And so the FBI were like, yeah, we're looking at it, but we don't see anything where Jesse's a victim. So if something changes, call us back. You know, we'd love to get on that.
Yeah, if you find out he didn't stage this thing, let us know.
Fox then recused herself. We remember that when she was like, I'm recusing myself. I've talked to family members.
Yeah,
You know,
I do
that's
remember
why
that.
that came about,
Okay.
was because they were trying to get to this other attorney and you know, whatever. So it's conflict of interest. So I don't know. I thought everybody would be totally outraged on the same team. Like, if this is a rigged fucking thing and setup. But no, here we are. Same thing. You got a bunch of people staying out. Justice for Jesse.
Yeah.
Fuck. They've already made a decision. I'm at least willing to go, okay, if there's some more to the story that I don't know, I'll listen. And if it turns out, boy, oh boy, that guy almost really got fucked. That sucks.
Isn't that something?
That's too
how
bad.
politics has blinded the country, right?
Yeah.
Just morals and ethics aside, you go with your team.
And that happens. That happens that we're wrong, right? I don't know if you saw the stories, and I didn't really read too much into them. Will you grab me some tissue or something? I changed my shirt. I don't have any. But Johnny Depp, it looks like. Did you see anything about that? The Amber Heard Johnny Depp shit?
Yeah, that apparently he was getting beat up by her.
He was the victim. And she was the
Jonathan Depp.
Yes, and it's like he took one for the team and was beaten down. I saw Twitter, and really all I saw was Twitter. I didn't read the story yet, and it was like, oh my God, we've looked like such assholes. Here we are talking about what an asshole Johnny Depp is all this time, and it turns out he's absolutely the victim.
Is that the case? Like, is that like nailed down?
It sounds
fact?
like. It sounds like
you're referencing a Twitter discussion right now, and that
I know.
gives me pause.
Well, I think Jonathan filed some stuff with the courts, like 78 videos from inside all over the house, and that does not corroborate her story. And there's all kinds of other, they're like 15 eyewitnesses who are going to go, no, that's not what
she's
happened.
Elon Musk's problem right now, isn't she?
No,
Or
I
did
think they broke up. Yeah, yeah. Well, he got blown by her a couple times, you know.
And she beat his ass, and he was like,
yeah,
enough.
Yeah, she tried to cut his finger off while he was drinking wine, and he was like, no, I need my finger.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not going to do that. Yeah. I don't know, man. So we could be wrong about Jussie.
Sure.
I'm willing to say that, but no matter what happens in court, if it goes there, you're probably ready to plea out, which will fucking infuriate me. But no matter what, those people that were there lined up outside of a courtroom who don't know these people. You don't know Jussie Smollett. You're there chanting justice for Jussie. That mind is not going to be changed, no matter what comes out in court.
Well, maybe they're just broadly speaking justice. Let justice be served here. Not necessarily. Like,
I fear that's not the case, Jay.
Yeah. I didn't think about that angle. You think possibly they're absolutely anti-justice?
People on both sides of the issue are out there. Justice. We want justice in this case.
For the first time ever, both sides are coming together
With the same chant.
Justice for Jussie.
They've blended their chant.
They're just scratching their heads. Why are these guys are usually never on our team? I don't get it.
Hey, the Ides of March, they are smiling down. That means Gabara and the lovely leprechauns at Zotford and Holly are sharing their pot of gold with all of our lucky listeners. Lease a new 19 Ford all-wheel drive Escape or new 19 Ford EcoSport, as low as $82 a month. That's $82. Or lease a new 19 Ford Edge or new 19 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4x4, as low as $97 a month. Zott Ford keeps the green in your pocket. Take advantage of these charming payments before they disappear.
Lori Laughlin. Is it Laughlin or Laughlin?
I think it's Laughlin, but
I want to say Laughlin. Like that's usually how it sounds.
Aunt Becky, whatever.
Yeah, but I heard people saying Laughlin, and I'm like, maybe they know more than we do. Did you see her poor daughter? Olivia Jade. Yeah, Olivia Jade. I mean, it's spring break, man.
She was on a yacht.
She's on the $100 million yacht.
USC trustee when the news broke.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? I felt awful for her. She, decided it was best to turn around, dock, and then,
What do you mean by docking?
I don't know exactly what they meant.
Docking is the insertion of one man's glands into the foreskin of another's.
Oh.
Yeah. The USC Board of Trustees chairman, Rick Caruso, confirmed that Olivia had been with his daughter, Gianna, and some friends on the billionaire's yacht in the Bahamas when the college admission scandal was revealed. And then all hell breaks loose, and she's got to go home now. And, you can see her driver there. It's a bad picture, but, her chauffeur.
Yeah.
Her chauffeur there.
Oh, my God.
Full suit, tie, the whole works. Looks like maybe he's got an earpiece in. And,
Fully, she's privileged up proper, isn't she?
oh, boy, is she ever. Once we became aware of the investigation, the young woman decided it would be in her best interest to return home.
There is no chance in fuck that was her first thought. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
it was.
Are you kidding me?
What? We just
have to go
got
home?
here. Oh, my God. Mom, you know what? She's such a fucking bitch. Fuck you, Mom.
Down here living my best life, and now
Jesus
I gotta.
Christ, making me go to fucking school at SC, bitch. Now I'm here on spring break, which is the best part of school. I'm on my yacht, sunning, and this fucking bitch's actions have me going home now. Oh, I might even get kicked out of SC.
No, I'm sure her first thought was, this seems rather important. I should probably cut this short, despite the fact that I'd like to be here and go home and take care of what's, business at home.
It's family that matters
Right.
most.
Right. I would have stayed on that yacht. I can't tell you. I would have just, dude, do you
Pretend
mind
you didn't hear about it.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
crazy service down here.
Nothing to do with me, man.
Service.
I can't get Wi-Fi down here, man. I'm sorry. I didn't even know about it.
Got that 1-2 thing going or whatever you have in Arizona.
What do they
was
call it? What do they call it when students take a year off before going
Yeah,
back
their
to
gap year.
Yeah, it turns out she's just in mid-semester decides to start her gap year.
Right.
And she's just gone, living in the Bahamas. Fuck you guys. I don't have Wi-Fi. Don't get a hold of me. So she's back in LA to face out the allegations that could result in her getting expelled from USC. Officials confirmed the school is reviewing the applications of students whose families have been implicated in the scandal. We're going to conduct a case by case. I just don't believe them anyways. I mean, now that the light has hit the scandal, they're going to have to say all the right things and act like we're really moving forward. I have a feeling there's a lot of people who knew about a lot of shit, We're going to conduct a case-by-case review for current students and graduates.
Well, I don't know, dude. If they're connecting the money, though, directly to these coaches and proctors and things, maybe the higher-ups didn't necessarily know about it.
Yeah, I guess that's possible.
If the money's not going in their pocket, why do they just let it go on? Let's let this benefit our coaches. Our rowing coach could use a little side job.
Yeah,
1.2
that's
mil
true.
a year.
That's true. That's a good point. And I was trying to search this morning. I didn't really know what to search, but I wanted to know the question you asked, which is, how the fuck are these guys signing these checks? Or you can't, it's not like you can cash them and just drop them in a bank.
Right.
Someone's going to go,
Who's laundering that shit?
You make $120,000 a year as a rowing coach on the USC crew team.
We've
you
all
walked
seen-
in with a $2.7 million check.
We've all seen Ozark. This is not that easy, okay?
No, it's not easy at all to do
See
that
what
shit.
Marty goes through every week.
Oh, it's terrible, and it doesn't stop.
No.
So yeah, I can't imagine a guy on coaching a crew team at SC has the wherewithal to go use Swiss banks,
Right.
Swiss bank accounts to launder money all over the world, where he's got people running into casinos. Maybe he owns a bunch of, you know what I mean? Like
Owns a riverboat casino.
he owns a riverboat casino, or maybe he's got a lot of laundry machine, the laundry places.
Laundromats.
Yeah, he's got to have cash businesses.
He's literally
everywhere.
laundering money through
Sure.
a laundromat.
It's so genius.
Yes.
No, I'm just doing laundry, officer.
It's so appropriate.
Yeah. So, we're going to make informed, appropriate decisions once those reviews have been completed. They added that the current USC applicants connected to this scheme will be denied admission. Fuck out of here. Laughlin was in the custody of FBI agents, handing herself into authorities on Wednesday morning. And, Mr. Mosimo or whatever, Mosimo guy, fucking, she's let out on $1 million bail. He has to put their home up as collateral for him and her. Looks like
Thought they had more money
house.
than
I
that.
know. When I saw that, I didn't get that either. I thought they were like really probably loaded.
Yeah, I mean, Mosimo, you would think that. I mean, I saw her house
They
from
got it all
above.
tied up,
Yeah, maybe.
Smartly invested.
Yeah, that's possible. The scheme's mastermind, Rick Singer, who ran the Key, the college prep college, I guess you call it, college prep college, which also had a charity attached to it. It was through that charity that he was taking the payments from the parents I need more. And then what? The money didn't stop there. How did it keep going? Singers cooperated with authorities. Turns out they got onto him and kept strung him along. You play ball with us, we'll play a little ball with you. And then so he was working with the feds towards the end.
A long time, right?
Yeah. Yep. And so they were able to get it exactly what they needed to go after these big shots. So yeah, he's facing 65 years behind bars. He's pled guilty to all counts. He's like, fuck it, yeah, me, did it. Yep, I'm the guy. All of it's mine.
I think with that kind of cooperation, though, and
I'll give him 5 years off. Not 5 years off.
right, they're
60 years.
gonna give him a decent deal, 20 years or something.
Yeah, fuck, 20 years. He's an older guy though, doesn't he? I mean, I don't know how old he is, but he's he's got full gray hair, wrinkles. I mean, does
He's
he have
wrinkled up
20?
proper?
Does he have? Can he just go? You know what? Let me have 20 years, and then I'll give you the next 20 years.
Right.
Because these are the only 20 years. The next 20 are that matter.
Yeah, don't do crimes late in life. I guess is that the moral of this story?
Unless you do them really late in life.
Yeah, you got to do it really late or really early.
yeah,
If you want to run someone over with your car, like just kill them, 85 plus. If you just harbor that shit for 60 years,
it'll be excused.
Yeah, like,
run somebody over at
poor
85.
Poor guy.
Poor
He's only
guy, he wasn't sure.
55.
Is that right? Dude, look at that guy.
You're talking? Is that Mosimo?
Mosimo.
Oh,
no.
we're
Oh,
talking-
sorry. I thought you.
We're talking about Rick.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rick Singer.
Oh, okay.
I think that was his name, right?
The
Rick Singer.
Ricker.
The Ricker. So yeah, Mastermind. Rick Singer. I want Mastermind next to my name, dude.
It's not bad.
Isn't that great?
It's not bad.
I mean, is it ever used for good, or is it always evil when someone calls?
Mastermind.
Because I think of
No, it's used for good. People say he's a mastermind behind, some safety measure or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
I
Or technology.
suppose.
mastermind behind Seinfeld.
I'd say it's 60-40 though. 70-30.
Isn't it usually dastardly?
It is dastardly.
I would
beats.
agree, but I just don't think it's always.
You're righty. You're right. You can think of examples where it's not.
Yeah, but I think of cartoons when we were growing up. The bald guy sitting behind his big desk. Wow.
Right.
They'll never see it coming.
Yep.
That's a mastermind. I
Gotta
want to be a
just pull him
mastermind.
over. Are we sure this guy's
Yeah, there
55?
he is.
No, I know, but
There
I
it
don't
is.
see his.
Right here.
Yeah, I understand this is picture, right?
I know. Pull it over so we can see it. Oh, you're looking for his age?
I was trying to find his age and I couldn't. I was trying to. Couldn't
Yeah, they
find it.
usually drop it in there and say it. Singer, 72.
Right.
Okay.
No, I don't know how old he is, but see,
Oh.
yeah, that dude's older. 50s at least?
Oh, dude.
Like
We're
60s?
almost
I would hope
50.
so.
60s?
I'd say 68.
No.
One short of 69.
Yeah, he's getting all fired up for his upcoming 69th birthday when that skull goes down. You trying to find his age?
Yeah.
It should
I would
say-
think a simple Bing search would disclose this.
Okay, looks
but
like 58.
no way.
58.
Looks like it.
That guy?
Singer, 58, a former Sacramento
Yeah, see,
resident
he
living
could,
in.
he could give 20 years.
Oh fuck.
58. Oh boy, he's only got 20 good ones left. Right?
Hey, dude.
Possibly
part.
10, depending on how things can start
Can't
falling.
do the time. Don't do the crime there,
Yeah.
singer.
Yeah, that's true.
Sing job.
Do you feel bad for anyone involved in this
No,
story?
no.
I really am finding it hard to feel bad for them, for anyone involved either. Even the kids that didn't know, like my parents were doing this, because they say a lot of the kids didn't know. I didn't know my parents knew how stupid I was.
No,
and just
they're privileged assholes. Usually you can point to some guy, even like an armed robbery, some asshole where you're like, fuck, but he did grow up, with shitty parents.
Right?
You can always
Yes.
track it back to that if you want to.
Desperate as hell. He's in a
Yeah.
situation where it's
You're
like, dude, what's he
I don't
gonna?
know what I would do in that situation. You're growing
Yeah.
up on the street, this and that. But this,
Yeah.
there's no
all the privilege in the world. And I don't know why it is, but it makes the story so much worse when it's like, oh, by the way, someone's sniffing around. Say you gave $500,000 to help underprivileged kids go to school, give them a chance. It's like you're leaning on that, even though you're fucking raping the system.
Yeah.
When you're getting caught, you're still going down like, oh, no, that was a donation to help underprivileged kids get a chance at life. You fuck you. Sorry, no. William H. Macy, and I love that people are just like, dude, your career's probably over. I mean, right?
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to see Aunt Becky. I don't want.
What's gonna happen to
Bill
Fuller
Macy.
House?
Yeah, it's
My
Fuller
God.
House.
I don't even know.
Is that going right now?
I don't know.
don't know.
I know
I'm
they
not
did.
sure.
I know it came, and I know they got renewed
Gross.
at one point. So but I don't know where it stands now.
Yeah, I don't remember her as like a vital character, but maybe
No.
she is more on Fuller
No.
House. I don't know.
She's not in her current house because of Fuller House or Full House
It's
money.
Massimo.
Yeah. Bill Macy's a wild card in this. Like Bill Macy, I don't know if we're ready to completely lose Bill Macy.
He's off-putting though.
He is very
I
off-putting.
like him in.
You like Shameful? Is that your?
I think
No,
I've
I don't even like Shameful.
only seen him in
Fargo.
Fargo.
Yeah, maybe that's all I've seen him in.
Yeah, I don't
Shit,
know.
let me-
What was that? 25 years ago?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, and look what he's done since.
Trying to, yeah.
Does he get too much credit as a great actor?
He might.
Fuck, I can't.
I feel like he's done more than that though. Like
He
I'm
probably
missing
has,
something
yeah.
big, like really big.
Like, yeah, like there's going to be like 10
Couple Oscar
blockbusters, Oscars, yeah, that we're
Yeah.
not aware. Oh, that's
right.
right. He was the father in Little Miss Sunshine, or you know,
Yeah.
whatever.
Fuck, I don't know how to spell his fucking name.
Macy, M-A-C-Y.
That H. What about that H, Mike?
It's not funny. It's not funny.
No.
I know. I'm sorry.
Very, very off-putting. Will I Am.
William Macy.
My bones,
Okay, there we
my
go.
bones are starting to ache.
Oh my God, I'm on fire down here, dude. I'm so hot.
Okay.
What do we got, Isis?
Yeah, Shameless, Fargo.
He's living off Fargo fame, huh?
Yeah, Boogie Nights.
Magnolia. All right, I remember that.
What was he in Boogie
He
Nights?
must have been in something else I like, but Shameless is really big. I know
Room,
now.
Stealing Cars, Dial a Prayer. These are his movies. Okay, Walter, A Single Shot, Trust Me. Now, so far, he's getting way too much credit. The Sessions. Time, The Lincoln Lawyer. Stoppy.
Okay.
Dirty Girl. Marmaduke. Okay, I'm assuming he was a voice on Marmaduke or something.
Put him in jail. Lock him up.
He's a go away
TV,
for.
Curious George and ER. I don't remember, him being big on TV.
Don't they have at the top like
Yeah.
his top movies?
Yeah.
Like what?
Shameless, Fargo,
Magnolia.
Magnolia.
Boogie
I
Nights.
guess that was kind
All
of
right,
big.
fuck this guy.
Exactly.
Lock him up.
I didn't even like
outside of
Shameless. I
Fargo.
tried it.
Lock
Didn't like
him
it.
up.
What was he in Boogie Nights?
Was he?
He wasn't.
I can try to. When was that? 97.
Seriously, I love that movie. Roller Girl. You got what's her name? You got Mark
Marky
Wahlberg.
Mark? I
You've
don't know.
got the other guy.
Was he some
Little
manager
Bill,
or
whoever Little
something?
Bill is.
Oh, he played the dick. He played Mark Wahlberg's dick.
Is that what he did? So who are the actors? The top ones. Read them off. Or just pull that over. Yeah, I know what I'm looking for. Just really quick. So they'll usually go in order. So if you got the cast there, Louis Guzman, Burt Reynolds was big in that. Julianne Moore, John C. Reilly, big role. Don Cheadle, Heather Graham, Mark Wahlberg, Bill Macy. He's getting down there.
Does he have a picture even on there? Or yes.
Well, his picture's there, but
No. But sometimes that's when it gets real bad if they don't even have like an image there or something.
I think he's getting too much credit in Hollywood
I do
as
too.
being like a legend.
Well, and his wife hasn't done anything except Desperate Housewives, right? A couple other little things.
I get her confused with the mom from The Sopranos, I think.
You know who I think
Yeah,
I'm getting?
Edie Falco.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
I think Newberg tweeted about that.
Oh, really?
He's like, the biggest news that came out of all this is I realized Felicity Huffman is not Edie Falco.
From The Sopranos. Oh, no shit. Yeah, dude, I thought
I
it was
agree,
just
dude.
me. I was like, she just reminds me of the mom from... Maybe that's an age-old thing. Anyway, moving on to other things.
Hey, before you do that, the fine folks over at MyPillow want to remind you of the Giza sheets.
Oh, they are. I'm watching the TV commercials.
The Gizas are big, man. They got big deals on Giza cotton sheets. As you know, Mike Lindell's passion was always helping each and every one of you get the best night's sleep. That's why he created the new Giza Dreams bed sheets. He started using the world's best cotton called Giza.
Yes.
Grown only in a region, listen to this, between the Sahara, the Mediterranean Sea, and the Nile River.
Oh, I know.
Its long staple cotton makes it ultra soft and breathable.
Oh, I know.
The first night you try to sleep on those sheets, you'll never want to sleep on anything else.
It's all about the Giza.
You tell me what you need, and then we'll triple it, and we'll call it a day.
You need the Giza sheets, everybody. Use TDC code for the very best discount.
Have you seen his newest TV commercial?
No.
I just saw it about an hour ago. And T-Roy was standing there and he goes, yo, man, there's them Giza sheets. and Lindell is sitting on a bed with like the green Giza sheets.
Yeah.
With the deep pocket pouch.
Sure.
That goes over, I don't care how deep your corners are. And then all of a sudden a graphic of like, where did you say it was? What region of the world?
It's between the Sahara Desert, the Mediterranean Sea, and the Nile River.
So what is that
Egypt.
like? Egypt. So he's got it on there. There's like a map of Egypt.
North
and then
Africa.
It's got a fucking cutout. Here to here is where all the Giza grows. All of it. And I'm like, you own all of it.
Yeah, did he say that? I bought it all!
He didn't. But it was like, dude, he's finally the stuff he was telling us.
Yeah.
He's finally incorporating into the ads.
He's like telling the world.
The geezer grows really high, makes for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
yeah. Look for it. If you're
These are
watching
just
TV.
south of Cairo.
I've noticed that though. They're really, really pushing. I thought they were going to go animal beds for a while, but they shifted gears and they're really, really on the Giza sheets.
Oh, they're great though. I sleep on them.
Oh
every
yeah,
night. They're excellent.
Well, I don't because of the couch bed situation.
Yeah.
But if I were in my bed,
But you have them on the California King.
I do.
Yeah.
And Isis even loves them. Isis
oh yeah.
notices
When I
the
when I make it to the first night I slept in it on them, I really did notice it. I was like, these are
difference,
fucking
huh?
comfortable.
Deep pockets to fit over any mattress.
and they've got one of the deepest cornered mattresses I've ever seen in the spot.
Is that right?
It looked cartoonish.
Cartoonishly deep.
Yes. I mean, it was like, come on, man. Nobody's got a fucking
And it did it,
bed
huh?
that deep. And it handled it. Yeah.
All right.
Sure did.
Yeah, everybody get the Gizas. Use TDC discount.
Yes, please. Tell him Mike Lindell sent you. I love these stories. You know, who's the Tucker Carlson been under attack for a while
Tucker
now.
McNear Swanson Carlson?
yes.
Swanson McNear.
I think it's Tucker McNear. No, Tucker Swanson McNear.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been under attack. Media Matters.
I wanted to make sure we were talking about the same guy.
We are, and he's famously the brother of
Buckley.
Buckley Peck Swanson McNair.
I can't.
So, Media Matters has gone after him, and I hate this game. You know, like what you said 30 years ago comes back, and oh my God, we got to end his career. You know what I mean? Because he said this jokingly on a fucking humorous talk show, morning show, and things were just different. We've talked about it 1,000 times. Well, the president of Media Matters for America, liberal advocacy group that's going after everyone like this, and just what a shit existence, by the way. Let's just scour the world for any interview anyone we don't agree with has done. See if there's anything we can use to destroy them forever. Well, Angelo Caruso is he's heading that boycott against the Fox News host Tucker Carlson, trying to get him fired. You know, the racist and sexist and misogynistic comments that he made as a guest on the Bubble of Love Sponge show all those years ago.
Has anybody looked into that guy's background?
Yeah, well, hold on, because Carlson he was joking about statutory rape and stuff. So,
What about that guy's background?
but
though?
he used sexist
But
slurs.
Mike, that'd be hypocritical if the other guy did as well,
Dude.
and now he's pointing at Tucker.
I know, but he referred to Iraq as a crappy place once.
A shithole.
Yeah, he didn't say shithole, but he said it's a crappy place filled with a bunch of semi-illiterate primitive monkeys.
I don't have as huge a problem as you do with like confronting people with past statements. Shouldn't you have to like either? I'm not saying that everybody should just quickly apologize. Shouldn't you have to have some sort of explanation though? Or
Is that I think that statement from 2006 holds true today. Is this a crappy place?
then you can say that. You can be like, no, I
I
totally
don't want
agree.
to explain
It's
this
still
in 10
crappy.
years. Going, I don't know. I was joking around.
Yeah.
I've never even been there.
But
really.
at the same time, I get like, what are you going to respond to everybody's challenge of you about anything you've said over the years? You can't do that. It's kind of a goofy.
But didn't we used to just do that? Not challenge each other over stupid statements? We're all humans. We all, I think we all say shit. I think we've all done stuff.
You know what's
Whether
funny?
It's just something coming out of your mouth or something you did as a kid that you wouldn't want people to know. And it's like,
Yeah.
can we all just agree that, yeah, we fuck up sometimes. Let's try not to just destroy each other's lives.
People can
but
agree
when
with
people
people.
are taking high moral ground on shit. I don't watch Tucker, so I don't know. But
Yeah.
I assume he's taking high moral ground on shit. No.
Well, he's a great debater, and he's smug. The bow tie doesn't do him any favors. He doesn't wear that anymore, but
Neither
he
does
did.
the full name.
Yeah, I know. But I don't think of him as like looking down on people. So like, oh yes, I was in the Hamptons over the weekend. Like he doesn't strike. He probably was, but he doesn't strike me as that kind of dude. I don't know. I've seen other interviews off of like the Fox News proper thing, and he's a dude's dude. He can say a chick is hot. He can fucking say fuck. He can drink a beer. I think he quit drinking beers a while ago, which means he really liked drinking beer at one
Drank
point.
a few too many.
Yeah. But, he comes off as like a dude's dude. Just the fact that you're going on the Bubble the Love Sponge show once a week for an hour says you're able to roll with shit.
Yeah.
But he just happens to be really fucking smart and a great debater.
I guess I just don't like, well, 30 years has passed, therefore don't think about challenging somebody about a prior statement. I don't know.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying too, but
well, it's being weaponized. It's not,
For
Tucker
sure.
Carlson is not a racist or a sexist misogynist. Like those are real things. Those are real accusations against people. And
do they mean anything anymore though?
well, no, well, I think we're trying to make them mean, we're watering them down now.
Yeah.
But you're talking about a guy I think has 4 daughters in a way. Like he lives with 5 women at home, and Tucker. Like the idea that he's just like fuck bitches.
Yeah.
I mean, it's absurd. It's absurd. But that doesn't matter because politically, I don't agree with him. I think that's maybe the problem I have, where it's like, you know what? Shit that was said in the 70s, in the 80s doesn't really apply today. Times change, things move on. Tranny, believe it or not, was not a bad thing to say. It was like,
I think
dude,
I said
swear-
it last week.
Yeah, I know, but you're not supposed to. You're gonna have to answer that for that in 10 years. No, but see, like, dude, isn't that a tranny? Did I just see a tranny walk down the street? And it's like, no, I'm a cross dresser. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were a tranny. My bad. Like it wasn't.
Yeah, but that's not his statement, was it? He didn't talk about trannies. The guy who's accusing him of making shit statements 30
Yes.
years ago talked about trannies.
No, I forgot about that. We were gonna circle back to
Yeah.
Caruson. No, but my point was like back then, tranny wasn't a bad thing. So if you're on tape going, I thought I saw a tranny across the street. It's like, what a fucking monster Jay is.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you can have him on in 2019 audio saying tranny, be pissed then, but don't take up what he said in
tranny,
1980.
tranny.
Oh boy.
And they're mentally ill. Double down.
So this guy that's all over Tucker for past statements, wouldn't you know, if people start digging in, it's like, okay, if you want to be some liberal group that's going to attack someone like that, you better believe there's going to be a right-wing group that's going to start
See,
attacking
that's the
you.
problem, dude. It's just
Sucks.
this warfare that goes on, and then everybody's blowing up their sponsors,
I know.
Like, where does this end, dude? Both of you are gonna end up with no sponsors. They're gonna be too snake bit to sponsor your shit.
And that's where
I think I heard Ben Shapiro talking about that recently. Like, he used to be on the other side. He was in a Media Matters right wing type thing, and he was doing the same thing, and it occurred to him, I guess, or maybe he knew all along, like, this is mutually assured destruction. We're just going to whack each other over the head until nobody's comfortable going on, providing sponsorship for these shows.
Ben ever done anything, though, that's not squeaky clean? I get the impression that Ben Shapiro's never done anything to come back to bite him,
Right.
He's just perfectly succinct, and his arguments are...
No, I'm just telling you what he said. Like, he was part of this group.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, he's right.
Yeah.
And that's what we are doing. It's why, when Jussie Smollett goes down and it's like, Terrence Howard is going to come out to his defense and blah, 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 get all vocal, and that's my boy. And I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up, man. It took me 1 minute to go find like a timeline of you being a cunt all over the world. You need to just be like, yo, man, you on your own. Oh, good luck with this shit. Let
Yeah.
me know if I can do anything. Maybe I'll pop by the courtroom once or something, but I do not need to be front and center with this bullshit. I got enough going on. And so, yeah, this guy, you would think, whatever. So what was his name again? Angelo Caruso. And so he wrote a piece. This is according to the Daily Caller. I'm assuming that's a right-wing group.
Right. Let's see.
Posted November 14th, 2000. Well, if the Daily Caller is digging it up, they're not going to be on his side. Titled Tranny Paradise. He commented on a news report about a Bangladeshi businessman who was robbed by a gang of transvestites. A gang of transvestites? Wow. Who knew? Apparently, a gang of transvestites in Thailand is spitting sedatives down their victims' throats and robbing them. This is definitely an odd story, but what's even odder are some phrases. Isn't anyone curious why this super strong sedative doesn't affect trannies? Are trannies just immune to sedatives? He did go IES instead of YS. If that changes anything, but reacting to the news reports description of the transvestites as attractive, the blog reads, did you notice the word attractive? What the fuck is that doing in there? Is the writer a tranny lover too? We don't need to know whether or not they were attractive. The fucking guy was Bangladeshi. And while we're out, what the hell was he doing with $7,300 worth of stuff?
So
the
now
guy's Bangladeshi.
So he slams Bangladeshis. They're ugly and they're poor.
Yeah. He's Bangladeshi. Of course he's ugly. We get it. And why does he have $7,300? He's Bangladeshi.
What do you got against the Bangladeshis?
I don't know. I don't know enough about them. They seem like a sweet people, but
Everything I know about them.
yeah.
How many things
yeah,
do you
it's
guys know about them?
We don't have time to
Let me bing Bangladesh real
Let me
quick.
finish the thoughts here, Jay, that I was going to get out, and then you can inform us about the Bangladesh.
Okay.
Because I know, Jay's done research on this, over, whatever. So in 2005, he wrote about his boyfriend. So he's got the gay thing going for him, carousing. That's probably a benefit for him. Despite his Jewry, he's talking about how Jewry he is, not jewelry. It's the whole Jew, like the fucking beanie wearing and the dreidel Jewry. Yeah. He's adorable also that his boyfriend only leaned conservative as a result of his possession of several bags of Jewish gold.
Ooh, the
Yeah.
whole Jewish stereotype right there.
Oh, yeah. Does he have a big nose, too? Is he cheap? Huh? So, anyway. Yeah, that Bangladeshi guy. I mean, what's going on in Bangladesh these days?
Well, as you know, it's snuggled right in between India and Burma.
Burma, yeah, of course.
One of our major exports is ready-made garments, as we all know.
Lush greenery.
Let's leave the fucking infantile facts out of it. Obviously,
Okay, I
one of
apologize.
their major exports. Everybody
Knows that travel by boat is common in Bangladesh.
It's lush, right? The
Greenery.
greenery, yeah.
Enormous mangrove forests.
Oh, yeah.
You'll
I
recall.
forgot that. Yeah.
The Bengal tiger is prominent in Bangladesh.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Bangladeshi as a people are
all I have to say about Bangladesh.
pretty good guys. It seems, as far as I can tell. Pretty good guys.
Could it be where the Jungle Book took place? I don't know. It looks to be that sort
that's
of
a
landscape.
More than
Stretch,
half of
man.
their, GDP is generated through the service sector. As as I'm assuming that you both know, but the listeners
Well, I
might.
do. But
Jesus,
what part of the service
You guys
sector?
both
Don't spit out GDP unless you can define GDP.
gross domestic product.
Close
well
enough.
putty.
We'll give them that.
What is it? What is it really?
Gross domestic.
Gross domestic product. Yeah.
So you said most of them are in the service industry.
It just says the service
and-
service sector.
Well, the service sector. Yeah.
45% of Bangladesh are employed in the agriculture sector, with rice as a single most important product.
What about the mango?
Doesn't list it on my
Wait, what do you mean it
notes.
doesn't list it? You're
In
not
my-
speaking off the top of your
in
head.
my notes that I have for my show prep.
Today's the day. I've been sitting on these Bangladeshi facts for 5 years.
I'm just waiting.
It's to finally pay off.
What
as
if I
arrived.
was just like for some reason I just got learned hardcore on one little thing,
And it's the Bangladeshi.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna blow everyone's mind away. 45% of their GDP is.
That actually would have blown my mind if he just pulled that out.
He never fucking affixed his gaze anywhere but your eyes. And just went, dude, 45% of their GDP is people in the service industry. And he went, oh yeah, like what? He's like, mostly agriculture. Shit. Majority of their existence is exports of clothing and other
ready-made garments.
ready-made garments.
Beautiful mangrove forest.
Yeah, lush
Waterways.
green pastures.
Indeed.
It's clearly a heaven over there.
Hey, everybody, this segment is brought to you by Mayer and Company Accountants. If you dread handling your personal or business taxes as much as you dread hearing more Bangladeshi facts, then let Kyle Mayer handle all that shit for you. Kyle's a pro. You can trust him. Don't waste your time trying to figure out all those damn forms, numbers, and deductions. Leave it all to Kyle. Call him today. 248-521-0016. 'Tis the season, indeed.
Oh, I know. I'll
I
file
must
with
say-
Kyle.
You should do.
I will.
I'm waiting.
He's great, man.
I was looking over our tax information quite thoroughly over the last couple weeks,
Yeah.
and it struck me the number of donations we received last year. Really kind of people. I tried to thank people via email when we got those sorts of notices, but if I missed some, and I invariably did because of all the boner ads and the MILFs,
Sure.
in my area sort of emails I receive all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So if I didn't get one back to you, I apologize for that, but we really do appreciate all the donations that come into the show.
Absolutely,
That's
we do.
awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. And you know what? I should mention again. I know I've got a couple videos left still to do. For your thing, I've not forgotten about everybody. If you're still out there, I know I've got a couple emails flagged with stuff. But if you haven't seen anything from me by the end of the weekend, maybe send another email to E or to me and just let me know that I haven't gotten yours yet.
Dude, these two people, by the way, I got a few people emailed me, but those two for the love beads, was it Joe Sessi and Chad
Sound it out.
Kenjorski? If you feel free to email me and give me your address so I can send you your Jerry Love beads.
Okay. Did you get the guy that got the Clark card too?
shit. I'll have to go through that thing. I fucking forgot we did that
Someone
already.
paid $500.
Right,
for that
you're
too,
right.
so,
I'll go
yeah.
through that thing and find that
He
too.
just has some homework.
Yeah, he's just.
I'll do it. I'll go through the Kickstarter again. I forget, dude. I'm sorry about that. I forgot about that.
No, that's okay. It's all right. I just don't.
I'm glad you said something.
No, I just want to get it done. You know, I don't
Yeah.
want someone to feel like we fucked him over on that.
Nope.
We wouldn't do that.
You're right.
Man, we were going so strong, Jay, with our. We just kind of had peace within the mafia world over 30 plus years.
I was wondering if it still existed, Mike.
Oh, it does. And you know what? That was shattered yesterday.
Really
30
was.
plus years of mafia peace has been shattered by the murder last night of a family boss, Gambino, one of the Gambinos, Francesco Frankie Boy. Yeah.
Shot up, huh?
Yeah, Frankie Boy Cali. 53, shot 6 times, and then run over by a pickup truck.
Insult to injury.
Got that from Un. I just know it.
Got it
You
from
know?
Un. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe he got it from the Boston Bombers. That guy famously ran over his brother's head after killing
True.
him. After cops shot him, right?
Well, wasn't Un shooting people? You're absolutely right. That
Yeah,
happened.
and then the tank
And then the
treads
tank
over
comes
him.
in
Yeah.
and-
it's the whole Smithereens thing.
Yeah, exactly. And so, yeah, this is in Staten Island, and he's at his house, which is no respect for the mafia people. His wife, young children inside, and one man ran outside, collapsed, crying, "Papa, Papa!" Young man,
Papa's not breathing.
Papa's not breathing. It's the first hit on a mafia boss since John Gotti arranged the assassination of then Gambino head Paul Castellano in 1985. Even Gotti had more respect. He did it out in Manhattan. You know what I mean? That's one of the. I don't know if it was a family member or what, but you know. You have no respect. You don't even do it in Manhattan. You kill him in front of his family, his loved ones. Yeah, I didn't know that we still had mine.
I didn't know they existed.
I didn't either.
But they-
5 families, man.
Died with the
Well,
Sopranos.
didn't you assume that there's mob stuff going on, right? But maybe
Yeah,
just
I
not
just
like
assumed it
not
wasn't
like that family
Yeah.
kind of like respect the families
Seemed
shit.
to kind of calm down and
Yeah.
eh.
So you don't
I
think
don't know
like horse heads are still laying?
Ah.
People are waking up next to a
But
horse
you know
head
what?
in bed.
I think I've mentioned it before in the show, and I don't think it's probably that big of a statement. But my brother from living in Vegas was like, "Oh yeah, the fucking mob is still running shit in Vegas." Like I'm not saying I don't know how much, but he's like, it's not.
Yeah, just not in the
Go-
cartoonish way. It
Yeah,
was in the-
yeah.
Yeah, Tommy
70s,
guns,
80s.
and pinstripe
But they're still
suits.
there. That's what I've been told.
Yeah, really. Well, what did we have? Did it was it like prevalent all through the Capone years and the bootlegging years and
Oh,
all that
yeah.
shit, and then it just continued like warfare, street warfare between these
Yeah.
guys, or have there been cooling periods like we felt like we were in
Well,
during the aughts?
when you're talking about Boston Mafia and Whitey Bulger and New York Mafia, those guys had paid off so many police departments and judges and, you know, you don't disrespect the family. But I think they were still operating, and as long as you stay in line and don't fuck with me,
Yeah.
stay in your lane, basically. You know what I mean? We all feel like that. Stay in your lane. And so I think the murders went down, but I don't know. Because once Prohibition ended, that kind of fucked a lot of people. Then they had to find new ways
Yeah,
to
run the numbers.
Yeah, then they started milking the neighborhoods. You know,
Sure.
I mean, it's per Goodfellas, anyways. I mean, that's
Yeah, for the few movies
it's
I've
basically
seen.
the extent of
My knowledge on
Yeah.
mobbery.
like according to The Godfather
Yeah.
and Goodfellas, you
It's-
know.
There's some shit going down. I mean,
Karen.
casino. You know, it was.
Oh my God, I love it. It's so funny. Anyways, yeah, he gets 6 bullets to his torso. Little respect. Can still show his face at
That
the
is
funeral.
respect. See, that's just
Yeah.
showing a respect.
Absolutely. I mean, you remember famously in Goodfellas, what's his name? They when they whacked him, Pesci's character.
Yeah, beat the fuck out of him.
They whacked him, so he thought he was going to become a Don. He was going to be a made man, if you remember. And as soon as he walked in, he went, "Oh no!" And then he got waxed, and they fucked his face up so much that his mother couldn't even show at the funeral.
Yep,
Oh,
it's a big thing.
so Sicily native is this guy, Frankie Boy Cali. He's married to John Gambino's niece. And so he served on the family's ruling panel for several years before being promoted to acting boss in 2015, replacing the previous leader, a guy, Cephalou. You know him as Greaseball. It's a guy you want on your board, is Greaseball. And the organization focused its efforts on heroin and OxyContin. That's what they were doing more than anything. under Greaseball's leadership. And so Cali was known as a real quiet, old school boss, you know. He's the guy that doesn't show his face, anything like that. Cali's murder is the first hit on a mafia boss since John Gotti arranged the assassination of Gambino head Big Paul Castellano outside Sparks Steakhouse in 1985. The notorious assassination saw Castellano and his underboss, Thomas Bellotti, both shot in the face by a three-man hit squad just after the two had stepped out of their car. So the way this went is the Gambinos were the most powerful of the five families in the New York Mafia and worth an estimated $500 million a year.
Oh.
Yeah. So Big Paul was made boss instead of likely heir Aniello Della Croce, a decision which annoyed those that are loyal to Della Croce. Obviously, they want their boy in there. They were further enraged by Castellano's insistence on living as a recluse in his mansion, which earned him the moniker, he's the Howard Hughes of the mob. And this gets interesting, man. When Della Croce died in 85, Castellano showed no respect. You show no respect for the family. You don't even show up to the funeral. Doesn't show up to the funeral. He doesn't attend. And he's a fucking boss.
Wow.
He's a Don. Final nail in his coffin is when he made Capo Thomas Bellotti his underboss. What you thinking?
This is Castellano who did this?
Yeah.
All while playing right field for the Tigers?
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, you gotta have a day job. The money's gotta come from somewhere.
Well, Gotti doesn't think he's worthy of being a Don, period. And so once the Gambinos found out, they were like, okay, we got him on board, and we're on board. It's time to whack this guy. This is in 85. December 15th, 85, Gotti and Della Croce devise a plan to assassinate Castellano and Bellotti by luring to a meeting at Sparks Steakhouse.
I'm picturing Paul Sorvino sitting here.
He's got his wine.
Yeah. About to order the hit.
Family. It's 46th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenues. You can picture it.
Sure.
Around 5:30, Gotti and Sammy the Bull Gravano.
Oh, Sammy the Bull.
Yeah, it's a good one. Driving in Gotti's Lincoln Town car when they spot the boss in his black Lincoln Town car. Gotti drove on ahead, parks across the street from the restaurant. 6 p.m., Castellano and Bellotti pulled up to Sparks Steakhouse to attend a sit-down with Frank DeCiccio to apologize. I just want to extend my sincerest apologies for missing the funeral of Della Croce. That's what he thinks. He doesn't leave his house, and he's going to make good. And these guys walked up, shot Castellano 6 times as soon as they exited the car. They didn't even get a steak. As soon as they exit the car, 6 bullets. And Bellotti, you know, he's in the driver's seat. They shoot his ass dead. And then Sammy the Bull is standing there, and Gotti drives up, and he's gone. He's gone, boss. And so, yeah, it's terrible. Terrible day.
And Sammy's locked up, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Unless is he not dead? Is he still alive?
Man, I thought he was locked up.
Yeah.
Is there a way to be in the mob, like that? You're no.
Not be a pussy in the mob.
Well, that's what I was gonna kind of say though. No, is there a way that you don't you realize that being the top guy is not gonna be good because someone's gonna be gunning for you, but you don't want to be the low guy? Can you hang in the middle and just kind of be reliable, but not backstabbing, but not I wonder, you know what I mean? Or does it all
just have a middle management kind of role?
Yeah, like you're not really stepping on toes, but you're
like
making
a
that
short sleeve dress shirt sort of middle manager.
Yeah,
He wants to be Spider forever, just serving drinks to the boys, and it just doesn't work.
I just wonder if no matter who you are, eventually some guy just goes, you know what, fuck this guy.
Can you imagine Paulie has one biggie for a son, and he's trying to make it work, and he's got Biggie. What do you do? I mean, he can't kill his own son.
Hey,
by the way, I went to Sparks. Me and Beth went there the first time I was in New York.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because I was like, yeah, where's a good steakhouse around here? And people were like, oh, you got to go to Sparks, man. There was a mafia hit right out in front.
Doesn't get more Italian than that.
Hell yeah, dude, it's Italian as fuck in there, man. Nothing's changed. But the steaks are like Flintstone steaks, when they bring those ones out that'll tip your car over.
Yeah,
kind of like that. Yeah.
Steak.
Oh. Unbelievable. I remember standing up front. Right there, that motherfucking file right there. Yeah.
Do they still have the outline of the body?
They don't have the outline, but you can visualize it. Yeah. I mean, it had to have you could see where a car would pull up. Thank you. I'll be back in a minute. I gotta go apologize. And he would have been shot right there because they wouldn't have set him up a block down the road. They're gonna pull right up to that terrace. You know what I mean? And get him right out to the red carpet.
Bam.
Bam. He's not gonna run. He's hit 6 times or whatever. He goes down right there, and it's like, man. Man, that's probably where it was, right there.
Salvatore
Right there.
Sammy the Bull Gravano is a former underboss of the Gambino crime family. He is known as the man who helped bring down John Gotti, the family's boss. By agreeing to testify against him and other mobsters, that dirty rat.
You broke my heart.
That's the last thing you want to do is
Yeah.
testify
He
to other.
confessed to his involvement in 19 murders.
He's a fink.
Perhaps worst of all, he's 5'5".
Don't you assume that
He's a chode.
Yeah.
like you're doing it to maybe get out of jail? But don't you assume that if you shut the fuck up, get in jail, something will work out that like they'll take care of you in there, right, or something?
They had the goods, Z. They had the goods.
I know.
I know, but dude, he's Sammy the Bull.
Yeah.
Gravano.
Salvatore.
Testified in a RICO trial? Shit.
Shit.
Who could have seen it coming? Let's take a very, very quick time out. I've got to go turn that air on more, Jay. I'm dying in here. It's hot as balls. NFL players. Did you see that piece SI did? I don't know if you've seen it about, they asked a bunch of agents, like, what are the 5 cities players want to go play for and the 5 they
right.
don't?
No, I didn't see
and
that. Interesting.
What makes it up? Yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting. So we'll get into that and much more next.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break. The Detroit Cast continues after this short break. now, bitches, here are Mike and Jay.
All right. Welcome back to the Detroit Cast. Mike and Jay. And unfortunately, we're going to lose Jay in 15 minutes. It's not his fault. It's 100% my fault. I apologize to those who want to hear Jay's soothing voice throughout the entirety of the show. But
It's soothing.
Jay gave me a very hard out today at 4 o'clock. I was like, nah, no problem. I got you.
You squandered your time.
I
with me.
did. He's like, dude, I got 6 hours starting like right now. So anything we can do. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to push it right to the edge.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to delay a little
You're
bit
gonna make
more.
me actually put my headphones there and like run out the
And
door.
run out the door
as the show's going on.
scrambling. Yeah, but I wanted people to know when they go, what a smug dick. He can't wait to the end of his own show before storming out. Settle down. It's on. This one's on me, okay? It's on me. I take full
As have
responsibility.
the past ones been. I'm
Well, okay,
just
that's
saying.
true. Well, my windows in some of those instances have been much shorter, but we don't need to get into the technicalities.
Time management is not Mike's
See,
strong
you've
point.
you found a way to spin this to make me a bigger dick. Here I am apologizing and giving you credit.
Time
Going,
management is not Mike's strong
Never
point.
has
But
been.
he has many strong points. Time management is not one.
Can you name one of my strong points, please? I just want people who likes me. That's all I want is people who likes me.
I'm thinking.
You get back to me on that
You got
one.
plenty. You got
We'll
plenty,
pick
but
that up.
time management is not your thing, for
I
sure.
got it, E. I didn't need that cherry on top.
I said
Jay
you had
said
plenty
it very, very
positives.
succinctly, but then you had to wrap it up by going, yeah, but time management sucks a dick for
I
you.
wanted to let
Sorry.
people know that I could weigh in.
I wanted to mention Mike Massey. He sent us an email the other day. He's coming to the Arc in Ann Arbor, which is, if you haven't been to the Arc in Ann Arbor, I mean, it's Ann Arbor. It's a perfect venue for a guy like him. It really is. It's kind of a smug, like, sort of like half theater setting with it's just a really good venue for an acoustic act, especially one as good as Mike Massey is. So that's going to be Friday, August 9th. And you can go to thearc.org for tickets.
That's how you know it's smug.
Yeah, right.
.org.
But he sent me that and he goes, oh, by the way,
We're not really a commercial endeavor organization.
we're an organization. We just live on handouts and stuff.
We're neither a religion nor a business.
Right. Been here for 50 years, you know.
That's really astounding.
And so the arc.org for tickets, ARK. And he sent me his newest cover. He's like, by the way, I'm going to release this on Thursday. And I was like, so I got it a couple days ago. Yeah, I'm special. And I was like, oh, what's he going to drop? And he knows what I'm going to be into. And you start going 80s hair metal. How about Dokken?
It's your sweet spot.
Yeah, he knows I can't resist a fucking Dokken. You know, Alone Again. You want to hear a second of it? Jay, I think you'll dig it. Look at this. You remember Alone Again, right, by Dokken?
I think so.
He's in black and white, too. He says he's getting serious.
With Bryce Bloom. I like Bryce.
Is he with Bryce or is he with... Oh, he is. He's also with Rock Smallwood. Is that a real name? I imagine Don Dokken with his, like, shoulder-to-floor leather jacket with the fringe hanging off it.
Yeah.
And that big black fucking hat.
Sure.
Looks like he should be murdering someone in a, you know, in an 1880s Western.
I'm alone again. Tried so hard to make you see,
Fuck.
but I couldn't find the words.
That's Rock Smallwood, right?
Gotta be.
Yeah, he asked the question. Could that be his real name?
Not a
Rock
chance.
Smallwood.
No.
Sounds like a Flintstones name.
It sure does. He's the boss at the quarry. Rock Smallwood.
Seriously.
He took over the quarry from I remember those names. I'm trying to remember who was popular in pop culture at the time where it was like rock Liberace. They had they could make anything into a rock name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. If someone had a Bing machine, we could figure this out in a heartbeat.
Shit, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Flintstones rock names.
Oh.
Rock Hudson was on there, right?
Well, yeah. I don't think. Yeah, Rock Hudson was, but
Are you just talking about characters on the show?
yeah.
Gosh, these don't even seem like fucking.
I'm alone again.
So anyway, you can find this out there.
Make you see. But I couldn't find the words.
Yeah. Don Dockett could sing his ass off. Go ahead, Jay. I'll play this under you while you read.
Hey, college hoops are heating up. Stop on by the Hamlin Pub to watch your favorite team on their numerous TVs. Enjoy sports specials like $7 medium hand-tossed pizzas, boneless wings, or the Nacho Supreme. Of course, these specials are good at all 5 Hamlin Pub's locations, those being Clarkston, Chesterfield, Rochester, and the 2 in Shelby Township.
Again, Friday, August 9th, 2019. I'm going to be out there. I think E's going to be out there. We'll see. But it should be good. Tickets will hopefully go and sell out. So you want to get them now. I think they're like $30 or something. So join us. It should be fun.
All I can think of is Mr. Spacely.
Oh, Spacey. He
course,
was a
that's the
dick,
Jetsons.
dude. Yeah. Was Spacey the asshole boss?
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
Sprockets or whatever. Isn't that where they worked?
Maybe. I think the guy that ran the quarry, because they were just waiting for 5 o'clock. That's what Fred wanted, 5 o'clock to hit.
Mr. Slate.
Mr. Slate.
There you go.
There you go, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he'd always talk about how Mr. Slate kept him long and all that. I'm not sure they ever showed Mr. Slate.
Yeah, I
did
think they did. Didn't he have the glasses and he was short?
I don't have a
guy?
recollection of
Thought.
that.
Let me see. Do you have a picture of Mr. Slate there?
Was he the mirror image of
Yeah,
Spacely?
this I barely watched.
Yeah,
any
you'd
of it,
remember
but-
him. Probably. Yeah, he's the.
He is very Spacely like. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Jetsons just completely mirrored
It's okay.
it.
You don't worry about it.
Yeah.
No big deal. Hey, I mentioned that story in SI. And what do you think? If you had to guess, I'm putting you on the spot here, like NFL franchise cities, what do you think would be the 5 worst that you would go, I don't want to play there, versus the 5 best? I think that's a pretty easy.
Detroit, Cleveland.
Cincinnati, Buffalo, right? I mean, like
Yeah, Detroit, Cleveland, Cincinnati.
Those come to mind, yeah.
Buffalo.
Maybe New York Jets.
No, see, I think New York. Like you're still in New York City.
Yeah.
Number 5 on the teams, you guys nailed it. Okay, the Lions, the Browns, the Bengals, the Buffalo Bills.
If I had a list of teams in front of me, I could probably do it. But off the
Yeah.
top of my head, I just
Oakland Raiders
okay.
would be the 5th worst. Like
I've heard that the stadium. I mean, all the fan
Yeah,
base,
the-
but the stadium's terrible.
Yeah.
That their ownership really hasn't done shit in a long time.
So Miami is in the top 5.
Let's see. Is Miami in the top
We got
5?
New England, Miami.
Survey says no. New England is not in the top 5.
Oh, you're just talking.
Miami is.
Well, yeah, you have.
So the way they did this was all things money wise being equal, and so some of the agents are like, yeah, players take the dumbest, stupidest shit into the mix. Like, yeah, it's got a great nightlife. Well, okay,
yeah,
so it's the number 1
New York.
is Dallas, the Cowboys, followed by the Seahawks, the Dolphins, the LA Rams, and the Atlanta Falcons. And I was like, why the Falcons? There's so many factors. One agent, so they interviewed 15 agents, and they're like, what are your players looking for when they pick as a free agent, where they want to go, whatever. So many factors to consider, and every player is different. But typically, we look at winning culture, tradition, opportunity for playing time, income tax laws, which is big. That's going to keep New York out of the mix a lot.
Yeah.
Market, area of the country, and sometimes weather. So this article came about. The reason they decided to do this was because apparently Antonio Brown, the big-time free agent Steelers wide receiver that's been bitching for a year about wanting out of Pittsburgh, he reportedly killed a trade deal with the Buffalo Bills. That was in the works, going to go down. He was like, fuck that shit, man. I don't want to play in Buffalo.
Right.
And so ultimately he went to the Raiders. Dallas ranked top among all other 31 teams because the Cowboys owner, Jerry Jones, spares no expense on player luxuries. Got the beautiful new stadium and whatever they
Yeah,
need.
that makes sense.
They just treat the player first rate. One agent explained Atlanta's popularity by saying it's America's black mecca. And so a lot of these guys want to go.
Hotlanta.
Yeah. Another called the city the capital of the South. The Rams appeal to free agents because of the team's new practice facility and its new stadium, the latter of which is currently under construction. Hot team, new stadium, new facilities. The bottom 5 were the source of some debate. The Browns came in as the 5th, but as one GM explained, things are changing in Cleveland. Cleveland's making some moves, man. Bringing in Odell Beckham. The guys that are running to Cleveland. That's going to be an interesting story this year. And that they say the new GM there, John Dorsey's just killing it. The players don't know it yet, but John's changing that place for the better. New regime in Cleveland is fantastic. Like Cincinnati and Cleveland, Detroit was seen as, what do you think the knock was on us?
Shit franchise.
Well, yeah, that's in there, of course.
Shit weather.
Yeah, probably.
Shit nightlife.
The
Boring
owner,
nightlife.
really, in the nightlife?
Boring nightlife, but the Lions also suffer because of the perception of Coach Matt Patricia. And this is one agent called the Lions, quote, Coach, Matt, I think I'm Belichick, but I haven't done shit Patricia.
That's catchy.
Yeah. While another agent, and this
Rolls off the tongue. doesn't it?
yeah. Yeah,
He
Matt-
really got in there cleverly and
You know what I
got his
call
point
him?
across, but
Nailed it.
right.
Here's what I call him. Matt, I think I'm Belichick, but I ain't done shit Patricia.
Oh, just think of that.
Another one said, and this might sting a little bit, folks. The entire organization is just a poorly run, low budget operation.
Yeah. Who doesn't? Yeah, dude. That's why I've said. That's why I know it's the cliche thing that the owners. Oh, if the owners Fords don't change, they can't win. I don't necessarily believe that, but I do believe it. I do believe that organization does not care. Winning is not the number one priority.
Yeah, it's a fucked up culture. It sounds like.
The Raiders, they say, will turn around because they're going to go to Vegas, killer nightlife,
Right,
new
right.
stadium, new everything. So that'll turn around. I got to show you one video before you take off, Jay.
Before you do that, you have an annual physical to make sure you're healthy. What do you do each year to make sure you remain financially fit? Our friend Mark Leibovitz at LPL Financial
got this.
specializes in thoughtful and objective investment guidance designed to keep your finances in shape. Call today, 248-626-2000. Ask for Mark.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
Oh, I saw this guy.
Yeah, you. What did this do to you? So,
My
are you still?
beekeeping?
Yeah, you're beekeeping.
Yeah.
You read a huge book. You're a master of beekeeping now, but you haven't actually kept any bees.
I spent a lot of time reading about said keeping. Very little to zero time actually keeping. Now, here's where this stands, gentlemen.
Actual keeping.
Please tell me there's an update.
The update is I got to know more about the mite situation. There was a huge mite influx. I talked about this. Michigan bee hives were decimated last year by mites. I don't want to get in on a year where the mites are still running rampant. So I need to learn more about the mites and make sure that it's.
We talking
it's
about
a
the
good year to
tur
start.
variety?
The what?
The tur variety of mites?
Turv?
The tur.
Tur.
The tur variety of mites, as in termites.
Oh,
Is
no.
that what you're worried about? Is that the mite you speak of, or
It's in general mites. I don't know what variety.
okay? Well, maybe you should call Suk Muhammad Dalal. He's 32. He's from West Bengal, and I don't know, but he looks like he's got this shit, man. He's been doing this for 16 years, collecting honey. He said he's become immune to bee stings. Uses his fingers to push these things. Dude, he's eating bees, like
Yeah.
in his face and his shirt. Go ahead, E. Let's check. Look at that. What are you doing, sir? Would you do
See,
this?
they're actually quite docile creatures, Mike.
He's grabbing them. He's got like a beer gut of bees.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna put a dude. Wait till you see his mouth. He's just look at that.
Why, sir?
Yeah, just to astound us all.
Yeah.
Look at that, man.
You know what he did before this? He was a doctor's assistant. Yeah, not even kidding. Look at that. He's got an absolute Jim Carrey right out of Dumb and Dumber haircut.
You're right.
He just went with the Carrey. Oh no, they didn't have him eating them. Putting them in his mouth.
Shit, I
He
thought.
took a whole freaking mouthful.
fucking
dude.
softball full.
Wow, that was gross.
Softball size, and just sticks them in his mouth,
Yeah.
and then he's poking his finger in there to stuff them in further. On average, and I just needed you to know this, Jay. Maybe you already do, but I'm just as a final warning. After an average of 13 stings a week, beekeepers quickly desensitize to the venom. This is because they produce regulatory T cells that decrease the side effects when the immune system is attacked. So where a normal person's immune system would flare up when stung, a keeper's response is usually much more muted.
That's what I'm counting on.
However, it is only seen to work when a person has near constant contact with the bees and their venom. So honey collectors usually have to rebuild their tolerance every single
Oh
summer.
my god.
Every summer, dude.
Got to go through these stings, huh?
And dude, that's still getting a needle in your arm. You don't get desensitized to that, right? This is the venom.
Well, I forget the data, but the data shows that stings are pretty damn rare. As long as you're not shoving shit in your mouth like that and trying to make, a Santa Claus belly out of it.
That one come on my beer can that one time. Ugh.
Got your lip, huh?
Yes.
They say an average of 13 stings a week. So if that's
The
nothing to
honeybees,
you,
we talked about this.
Yeah,
The
I know.
honeybees
I know
are
you
not
said they're
the-
different. Yeah.
The main stingers.
Right.
You got a wasp in your freaking beer can.
Right. You're right.
yeah, that's not fair to compare. Jay, get out of here. I know you're running.
Bye,
late.
everybody. Enjoy
Bye.
the
We'll
weekend.
see you on Sunday
Yes,
for
indeed.
Monday's show. And I don't know. I'm sure I'll talk to you over the weekend at some point. Sorry for my shitty time management. Well, now what do we do?
I don't know, man.
We don't have that guy that usually does all the email at the end, so it's like, well, I guess we could just sit.
You want
here
me to
for a
move
few
over?
minutes.
You want me to sit here staring at you on your side?
I don't know what to do. Well, wish that other guy would come back again. Did he leave yet? Yeah.
Still right in front of you, actually.
Oh, yeah, never mind. We got this. Don't worry about us. Everything's fine.
Don't listen to the last
Get outta
15 minutes
here.
of the show, for sure.
You get out of there.
There'll be nothing in it.
I'm tired of that fucking guy walking.
Exactly.
out.
That's what I was
Just
going to say.
wasting our time,
Don't
man. It's
don't
just-
worry about the
it
last
is a
15 minutes.
Constant fucking. It's like blah blah blah. He spends so much time yelling at us that we get delayed, and then he's got to fucking run out of here and leave us hanging.
Exactly.
Bullshitty.
This is going to cut into my daily nap.
I know it is, right? I know.
Here we
Dude,
are
I
at
should have
4
been
o'clock.
napping an hour ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see Vermont? Town in Lincoln, they sweared in a new
Did.
mayor.
Well, not really.
Look at it, poops.
Here he is.
I love these stories of people that swear in like a goat, and that's what we got here. He's a goat. Yeah, he's a new honorary mayor, Fairhaven, Vermont. He's a 3-year-old Nubian goat named Lincoln. I like the name Lincoln. He's got his sash on that says mayor.
I don't associate well with names of Lincoln.
Yeah.
Well, after the incident in New York, Lincoln was the guy.
Oh,
who,
you're
so
still mad that he freed the
I'm triggered.
slaves?
I'm triggered on this
Yeah.
name.
Okay. Lincoln was wearing his sash that says mayor, and town clerk Suzanne Desham and the board were present to deliver the oath of office. Lincoln had to sign some paperwork for the new title, right?
He did.
Yep.
How
Got
did
to
he?
sign. Well, I would have hove. They got a special ink pad thing, and then I just taked my right hoof and I stepped in it with my right front hoof.
Will he
hand.
be attending meetings and whatnot?
Goddamn right, he's the fucking mayor. And then he just stomped on the he stomped on the that was his signature. He just stomped on.
We have some rare footage of the mayor eating.
Oh, nice. Hold on before we get to that.
Okay.
So on the way out of the Fairhaven, it's a town of about 2,500 people, right? It's along the border with New York.
Right.
And Lincoln was victorious over 15 other candidates, including Crystal the gerbil and a few cats and dogs. The goat is owned by a school math teacher, Chris, and his wife, Sally. Lincoln's 13 votes. Yeah, got 13 votes. Was enough to bring it on home for the win.
Did that include his own vote?
I don't know if the goat can vote for himself.
Well, I mean, you can vote yourself in an election, though.
Yeah. Well, what he did, he won, and then he put his stamp down, right? And
Yeah.
The next thing that motherfucker did, promptly shit all over.
I was
the
just
floor.
gonna say took a shit, but I didn't.
Shit all over the floor, yeah. And then he just left the cleanup to the police chief and other attendees that are lower ranked than him.
That son of a bitch.
And they've got those little pellet shits like a rabbit.
Right, right.
So he's just like all over the floor. I don't see him eat.
Here's the mayor having dinner.
Yeah. Mr. Mayor, how do you explain the water shortage in our town? Hold on. Back to you on that.
There he is, the mayor.
Mr. Mayor, our schools have been in ruins for decades. What are you doing about it? Well,
Eating these oats.
Have a little snacky snack first. We'll get to some of that stuff later.
Oh, this is just kind of a loop, I suppose, of the mayor eating.
Mr. Mayor, every year in the winter our roads turn to shit. Are you going to do anything about it? Well, just going to have a little snacks first. Deal with that stuff.
Who is that other guy? That's his wife or his girlfriend? Because it's in the other
That's his
image.
black wife.
Because if you look, it's in the other image of him. Going to the.
Yeah.
Not here.
Look at Mr. Mayor.
But there,
Of course,
look
he
at-
shits all over the floor. Yeah, that's my guy. That's my husband.
Maybe that's his Secretary of State.
Yeah. So, the town is 2,500, and he was able to just barely squeak past Sammy the dog.
Yeah.
Yep. So
With how many votes does it say, or just?
Well, there was
it?
a total. The whole town cast 53 votes. Yeah, I know. And Lincoln got 13.
So is he? I wonder if that dog. Is there a recount? I mean, it could be. It got to be pretty close.
Call for a recount if he wants. He wants to muck up the system.
Just saying, it's probably close enough though.
The goat will represent the town at major festivals, Memorial Day Parade, Apple Fest. We organize that in the summer. Every
Be
year.
marching down the thing, and they're like, "That's our mayor."
Yep, that's the mayor.
Is there a? There's not really another mayor.
No.
This
And
is him.
One of the guys that works under the mayor, part of his cabinet or something, Gunther, he says, well, yeah, I'll be honest with you, the 53 votes that were cast, the turnout was a bit low. But it was the first time. We expect it to be better next year. They've got a GoFundMe aimed at raising money for the playground. using the town's newly
Wait a
elected
minute,
mayor.
GoFundMe.
Yeah, the mayor's trying to raise some coin.
But
They're
that's
like,
their
Mr. Mayor, our playground is shit.
That's where the taxes come in, Mr. Mayor.
Well,
Well, what's he doing with the funds?
Well, he wants to take funds and to GoFundMe and build a beautiful playground for everybody.
Oh.
And so he's going to be the face of the fundraising efforts. And they've managed so far. What do you think their goal was, E? For the GoFundMe, I've got a GoFundMe I'm launching as mayor, and
I'm going to say, oh, sorry.
we're going to raise money for the new playground. All right, y'all, you dick lickers, give us money.
$50,000 is what they're asking.
Bad, 70,000.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, they want full-on seesaws, swing
Right.
sets.
Will there be a place for the mayor to walk around and will the mayor be willing to raise money
There will be hay, and there will be a caged area with hay in it.
No,
Yeah.
but will the mayor be willing to be tied to a thing in the ground and have little kids ride him as he walks around in a circle?
No, you don't. No, you don't get to ride the mayor. Those days are over. Okay. It's gonna be a beautiful playground. It's gonna have cages. It's gonna have a petting zoo. There's gonna be plenty of buckets filled with oats and hay.
Will the mayor be part of the petting zoo?
Nope. The days of petting the mayor are over. You can get all you pops or Aussies out there can stamp your pics and whatnot. But then you dick lickers can get out of my town. Get out of there.
Mayor, Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
Oh, I just like the idea of looking at this and going that this is.
There's
the
a picture of his shit on the floor. Did
Is
you
there
see?
really?
Yeah, there
Let's
is.
see if I can find it.
Yeah, it was a pretty healthy dump that the police chief had to deal with. Screw that guy. Always been a pain in my hooves.
God dang it! Try to find it here.
So they've managed to raise $890 so far, and I heard the mayor was working on his stand-up routine. He's finally
He's getting into stand-up even. That son of a bitch.
I heard it. I have some of his material here because he's trying to get out in front of the people. And don't they say when you're public speaking you wanna lead with a joke?
Oh, definitely. That's
open
that's the
room up.
best way. Oh, here we go. By the way, here's the newly elected mayor.
Yeah, I mean this is
His
a
first
scandal.
order of business.
Yeah, this is a scandal in most towns, isn't it? Can you imagine if Mayor Duggan, like the first order of business, he signs his name, thank you, Mr. Mayor, and he walks out and he's like, oh, hold on a second, he shits all over the floor.
I would think it would be notable.
And the police chief is like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Why didn't you even kick it?
Right.
What's the matter with you? So their mayor,
This mayor gives no fucks.
he gives no fucks at all. And so I got some stuff here. He's like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's me, your new mayor, Linkson. And so what do you call a goat on a mountain?
God, what?
Everyone's like, is he really doing fucking stand-up?
People sitting here with their fucking
It's
pads.
a hillbilly. Pay attention. I'm toxin up here on the stage. It's a hillsbilly.
Oh, great one, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. What do you call a goat that lip syncs?
What?
Billy Vanilli. That's good shit right there.
Oh,
Pay
good shit. I see
attention
what you.
up front.
Good shit. I see what you did there, Mayor.
Well, no, don't bring that up. That was an accident.
Mr.
you know.
Mayor, what about you shitting on the floor?
Hey,
What about that?
well, I'm new to this town. What do mountain climbers share around the campfire?
What?
Goat stories. Ooh, a tough room. And ooh.
Man, I wish we voted that dog in.
Yes, quiet you. I can hear you, you dick licker. Quiet down over there. So, what do you call a lazy goat?
What's your name, Mr. Mayor?
It's not funny, but the jokes are. So why
Okay,
don't you
sorry.
pay attention?
What do you call a lazy goat or mayor?
Do you know that a goat is called a billy?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so that's some of my references to Billy. And
Gotcha.
Like a hillbilly. I don't think you get it because kids were called kids when we were young.
These will be going in the quotes, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah,
in the
like
paper.
if I was a gangster or something in a western, they'd call me Billy the Kid. But now,
Killing it, Mr. Mayor.
thank you. I'll be here all week. Actually, I'll be here all year. And don't forget to sign up and give your money so that we can get the new playground, you dicks Lex. I see we've only raised $800. It's a bunch of BS. So what do you call a lazy goat?
What?
A Billy Idol. You know that's good. You know it's good.
Someone wrote these for the goat.
What do you call a goat, swimming in the sea?
What, Mr. Mayor?
Well, you'd call him Billy Ocean.
Mr. Mayor, when are we going to get to your campaign promises? How many of these jokes are we going to have to hear?
We're getting there. All in due time, folks. I appreciate you being here. Make sure you tip your wait staff. They're working really hard for you guys.
This is a press conference.
Make sure you take care of those guys. But, what do you call a goat that does art, paints and pictures and stuff?
What, Mr. Mayor?
Vincent Van Goat. Yep.
I really want to know about the potholes on Main Street. If we
hang
can
on.
get to the potholes.
We'll get to the stinks and potholes. Relax.
I didn't realize.
Do you know what a goat's favorite TV show is?
What?
America's Goat Talent.
Gotta be honest, Mr. Mayor, that you're getting down to the barrel here.
Oh, this thing's broken. Can you guys hear me out there all right? Can everybody hear me?
Yes, actually, we can.
So what did the goat say when he woke up on a train? You guys are going to love this
Yeah,
one.
I don't know.
I have no idea how I got here.
Shit. Oh, God.
Why was the
damn.
farmer angry? Anyone know why the farmer was angry?
I don't know, Mr. Mayor.
Because someone got his goat. I don't leave my goat alone.
Oh, my God, Mr. Mayor.
What symbolizes a goat's family tree? Any idea, anybody? A goat of arms. Doctor, I keep thinking I'm a goat. How long has this been going on? Since I was a kid.
God, are we going to get to the policy,
Anywho,
Mr. Mayor?
so that's about all the time
What about
we
the
got.
policies?
That's about all the time we got. You guys have been a wonderful
What about
crowd.
your policies, Mr. Mayor?
Make sure you take care of your wait staff, and hopefully we'll see you here
Again, this
soon
is-
again at Laugh Laughs.
Press conference, actually, Mr. Mayor,
And,
not
oh
laugh.
boy, we got a lot of stuff to do. What with the raising funds for the new swing set or whatever, and bales of hay, and then don't forget the parade coming up. We got to get some.
Will you be
stuff
shitting on that
over
parade as well?
there. Oh, this guy! Can we get this guy tossed out of here? He's being a real dick lick.
Sorry, Mr. Mayor. I'll try to keep it professional.
I am the mayor. Would you a little respect? That's Mr. Mayor to you.
Mr. Mayor, I apologize.
I've had enough of you. All right, can we get out of here now?
We can.
All right. Because we had email, dude. I could.
Do you want me to read personal texts that people sent to me?
I could sit here and do the goat all day.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't feel like my material was crushing.
Right. I was trying, but I
Got
mean,
some other hard hitting stuff, but
we'll get
what,
a,
what do you call a royal goat wearing denim? I mean, Billie Jean King.
You want me to get some laugh tracks for you, Mr. Mayor? Is that what you need here?
Yeah, maybe that would help. You got da, 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 da. If you found something with me just crushing in the club, that'd be pretty cool.
I could find some humor, I suppose, somewhere in here.
Don't you be a smartass now.
No. I'm gonna.
Do you have like an actual like club music like?
1 second, Mr. Mayor.
No, don't do the fuck those stinking guys.
That's what I was gonna do.
Did you find it yet? Can I take the stage again to finish my set?
How does Jay do this?
What do you mean?
He just knows where these things are.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, you can tell me to shut up if you want me to. I can't fucking find it, dude.
Good job, E.
I know.
No, you know what? I'm gonna save them for my next set. Be here. I've got an 8:30 and a 10 o'clock show, so I'll be back later. Rip off some other beauties. So, you guys have a good week's end, and nice job, Isis. Way to bring it home, Strongs. The mayor really appreciates that, all the hard work and whatnot. You doing anything this weekend, E?
What am I doing this weekend? Nothing, dude.
Oh yeah, you're gonna
I'm
sleep.
doing nothing.
You spent the last 6 weekends.
Dude, I swear that's what it feels like.
raging.
And I know people, whatever, they can say what they want, but it feels like I've done for 4 weeks. I haven't slept. Honestly,
No, I know. You're dying. We'll get you out of here.
all
All
right.
right, everybody, have a good weekend. We'll be back next week, and one day, either Sunday or one day early next week, we should be in that new studio, which will be cool.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it'll be fun. All right, take care, guys. We'll see you next week.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.